Hey, welcome back to my studio. If you're new here, my name is Morgan and I make all things party and event. And today I want to show you how to transform a standard 18-inch Mylar balloon into a beautiful balloon centerpiece. This is great for all kinds of different parties and it comes together really simply. So follow along and I'll show you how to make it. First off, we need to pick out an 18-inch Mylar balloon that fits the theme of our party. Now you can buy these online or your local grocery store if they've got a floral department, or sometimes even your local dollar store. Once you've got your main Mylar balloon, we'll use this as inspiration for the color scheme of our other balloons. I'm going to fully inflate my Mylar balloon using a hand pump, and you'll know that it's fully inflated when the balloon is nice and taut, but there's still wrinkles all along the edge of the seam. Now once I've got that inflated, I'm going to take the nozzle end of this balloon and wrap a 260 balloon in it. This will give me a way to anchor it to my final design. So take that 260 and lay it across the very end of the nozzle, and then roll the nozzle all the way up till it's touching the inflated portion of the balloon. Then take the two tails of the 260 balloon and tie them together in a simple knot. Not only will this hide away the nozzle, but it'll give us a great way to anchor this to the base of our design in just a moment. The base of the design is made up of 8 11-inch balloons, and I'll be inflating those using my electric balloon inflator and this sizer box to get them all sized nice and evenly. So I'm going to start off by inflating 4 of these to 7 inches. So I'm going to fully inflate that balloon, press it against the 7-inch hole in my balloon sizer box, and slowly let air out of it until it just fits through that 7-inch hole before tying it off in a knot. Once I have 4 balloons sized 7 inches, I'm going to do the exact same steps, only inflate these 4 balloons to 6 inches. So once I've got all of these white balloons sized correctly, we then need to tie them into quads. So I'm going to take 2 balloons of the same size and then wrap the nozzles around them twice and tie them in a simple knot. This will create a pair. Now we're going to repeat this and make one more pair in the exact same way, and we're going to bring the 2 pairs together to create our quad. So lay them over the top of each other so that the nozzles touch, and then twist 1 balloon from each pair around each other, and that will lock them together into a quad. I'm going to repeat this step so I have both a 6-inch and a 7-inch quad. Now to give our design some stability, I've taken one more 11-inch balloon and filled it with water so it's about the size of a tennis ball. I'm going to tie that water balloon to one of the nozzles in our 7-inch quad. Then I'm going to lay this quad down flat so that the water balloon is on the underside, and this will give our design some nice weight to it and it'll be less likely to tip over. Next, we need to join together our 2 quads so that they will make up our total base. So I'm going to lay my 6-inch quad right on top of my 7-inch quad, making sure those 6-inch balloons nestle between the 7-inchers. To secure these 2 together, I'm going to take 2 nozzles from the 7-inch quad and wrap them up over the top of my 6-inch quad. So lay the 6-inchers right on top and then pull those 2 nozzles from the 7-inchers up over the center of your 6-inch quad and simply tie them in a knot. With the base of our design complete, we can now add our main foil balloon. So I'm going to nestle it right into the center of my 6-inch quad, and pulling out one of those 260 tails that's attached to the Mylar balloon, I'm going to wrap it in a figure 8 pattern around some of those base balloons, and then once I've got it pulled nice and snug, I'm just going to let the tail of it go and it'll disappear into the center of the design. Do that with both ends of the tail, and then we can start working on embellishing this. I've gathered 4 different colors of 5-inch balloons, and these are all inspired from the colors of our main foil balloon. I have 8 balloons in each color. I'm going to inflate them anywhere between 1 and 2 pumps of air. The actual size doesn't matter as long as they're nice and round, and I did find it super helpful once I started attaching these that it was better to have lots of really tiny balloons that were smaller than 1 pump of air than it was to have a bunch of bigger balloons. So as you inflate your balloons, just have a higher ratio of tiny balloons. Once all of those were inflated, I then went back and cut off all the nozzles with a pair of scissors. Not only will this make it easier to attach them to our Mylar balloon, but it means we're not having to hide any of those ugly nozzles in our design. So once I got all those cuts, I'm then going to start attaching them to the side of the Mylar balloon. And to do that, I'm going to use these glue dashes. So before I start attaching anything, I'm actually going to go ahead and stick a glue dash to all of my little balloons right near the nozzle. And by prepping all my balloons this way, it'll make attaching them go so much faster. So once you've got the glue dash on it, you then kind of want to see where you want to place it on the design. Once you've figured out where that is, remove the paper backing and stick it to the edge of the balloon. I want this to look like there's a tiny organic balloon garland wrapping halfway up the Mylar balloon. To achieve that look, I'm going to make a line of 1 to 2 balloons wide all the way up the side of the balloon, making sure I mix the color and the sizes of the balloons I'm nestling right next to each other. Once I've gotten to the top of the balloon, I'm just going to fill in anywhere I see holes with small balloons until I've achieved that organic look. And in no time at all, this balloon design is ready for a party. I hope you're inspired by today's project and give this one a try. By adding a few extra elements to a standard Mylar balloon, we can make something truly beautiful. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe below, and don't forget to check out our Patreon group if you'd like to up your party planning game. So until the next time, you can check out some other videos over here, and remember, stay creative everyone! Bye!